We've done quite a lot since the review. I mean, our review, at the point at which we're talking, it was 6 months ago. So we've had time to act on some things and perhaps not do as much on others. And I guess there's some things that were really obvious to us and we knew about, but there were some other things that were almost kind of penny dropping moments. And one of them was, we talk about being a values-led trust, and I talk about the trust values whenever I talk to staff in particular. And the challenge was thrown back at us about, oh, you talk about values and being values-led, but actually those values aren't really framed around what they mean for young people. So that was a really good challenge to us. We've done a piece of work with some external support around kind of providing descriptors for the values and then behaviours that we would see if the values are being enacted. And we're just in the process of kind of having gone through consultation to launch those across the trust. But I think that'd be quite useful for us in terms of people having a better understanding. And perhaps not surprisingly, one of the things about the kind of mission, vision, values was that the feedback was that the further you get away from the CEO, the less likely people are to to be able to articulate and describe those, which realistically is probably right, but also is disappointing to someone like me who likes to believe that everyone in the trust kind of buys into that way of doing things. So that was useful. And I guess the other big thing for us was that we were in the process of launching a revised school improvement strategy at trust level, and that really helped us to have to articulate that and then for that to be tested a bit. And I think we've gone through a process of refinement in terms of consultation within the trust before our first run through of that since the review. And we've also been doing a massive review of our scheme of delegation to make sure we've got absolute clarity about who holds responsibility for decisions and where the accountability sits for different things. And I think that's going to give us a lot more clarity. And I guess the final piece was there was quite a bit of discussion about growth, and feedback through the review was not to be shy about pushing forward and saying to people, this is what we do. If you want to join us, this is what you're buying into, rather than almost being apologetic about, the Olympus way of doing things. So that was kind of confidence giving really around saying, no, what you're doing has worked really well for those you're working with. So of course you should be sharing it with others and inviting others to come and be part of that. So that's helped kind of shape our growth strategy that we've been working on. And again, that's kind of going through final stages of consultation. So, individually, maybe those things aren't big, but actually they're big pieces of work together that I think will help move us forward over a period of time. So, yeah, it's been useful.